Hi, Rev. How are you? What's poppin'? You're saying welcome. Me and you the only two in here. What's cracking? What's crack-a-lacking, son? Who's next? Who do you think is next? I think it's RJ. I think it's RJ today. We'll see. We shall see. Maybe no one comes in. I wouldn't blame him. As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I realize, hey, it's Valerie. Hi, Valerie. Valerie just won a brand new iPad. Congratulations. It might just be me, Tammany, and Valerie. That's it. And Rev, but he don't count. Hi, Tammany. What's the deal, son? There's RJ. RJ, I'm sorry you just got here. You missed the iPad giveaway. I feel horrible about that. Rev, is there any way we could still get him an iPad, or did he miss out? I think he missed out. I don't know how to. It might just be the four of us. Just the four of us. We can make it if we try. Just the four of us. You and I never start the show till David Young gets up. He might not be here today. I don't know. But my friends wonder what is wrong with me. 'Cause I'm in a daze from your love, you see. And I just called to let you know I sing for you, and I can't let go. I got a thing for you, Rev. I just can't let go. I'm not starting the news till we get 10 people in here. It could be 3 hours from now. It could be quite a while. Weather is changing, guys. I'm going to be working a lot. It is chilly. My nipples are slightly erect. Not because of the weather, but Paul Greenwell's in here. So that's always a good sign. Hi, Paul Greenwell. Alvin, where the hell you been, Alvin? Everybody say hi to Alvin. Let's get on with the news and views you can use if you choose. If you choose not to use the news and views, then snooze you lose. You fools. That's a Boogie Bob exclusive. Guys, I try to teach things on this channel. I learned something yesterday. I can't believe I never learned this before. When I was in school, sometimes I didn't pay attention. And I guess I wasn't paying attention on poop day. And apparently you're supposed to, now it makes all the sense. You're supposed to wipe after you poop, not before. And I always had that backwards. I didn't, you go to take a poop, you wipe, and then you poop. I didn't. I just figured it out. Now it all falls into place. Dad joke of the day. What is the difference between a Zippo and a hippo? Well, the hippo is a heavy animal and the Zippo is just a little lighter. A little lighter. Is this thing on? Mic check, mic check. I'll be here all week. Remember to tip your waiter. This sucks. This is going to go down as the worst show of all time. When you're 85, sitting on your porch in a rocking chair, your grandkid's going to say, what's the worst thing that ever happened in your life? You're going to say, oh, it happened back on September 19th, 2023. Boogie Bob did a shitty show. It was horrible. Dry. He just wasn't into it. He didn't have that thing. Let's do the show. Let's do the shitty show. I've been up 9 days. When you're up 9 days, it never helps. Oh, I haven't been working. It's methamphetamines. Methamphetamines. I hear they're pretty fun. Pretty fun. I hate this. I brought you an exclusive when it happened. This little angel right here, 2 years old, is dropped off at daycare, and unbeknownst to the parents, this piece of shit had a drug lab there. So let me tell you something. 1/10 of a fingernail, 1/10, a little sliver of a fingernail will kill an adult. 1/10 of a fingernail, the clipping, will kill a full-grown adult. This kid, well, there was 3 or 4 of them. They were sleeping in a room. Under the mat was 2 pounds. 2 pounds. A big ass, like picture a big bag of flour. 2 pounds of fentanyl. This baby was playing and having a good time. He went there to lay there. And thank God for the thinking of the paramedics when they got there. It just looked like the kids were sleeping. And one quick thinking paramedic gave all of the children Narcan. And can you imagine Narcan? Now our beloved Rev was a ambulance guy. I don't know what they call him, EMS guy, for 20 years. He says Narcan has saved the lives of so many people. Well, it saved the life of 3 of those babies. 3 of those babies were saved by Narcan. This little angel right here could not be saved. He died at the hospital. This piece of shit should die in the jail. I don't take it back. I'm not taking. Today is no take back Tuesdays. Usually I would say, well, I did you whoop and take it back. I'm not taking it back. You may be taking it back that I'm not taking it back, but I'm not taking it back. Screw that guy. All right, let's get into the news. News and views you can use. Hi, Fafo Sanders. Listen to this, Fafo. Everybody else, turn off your sound. This is strictly for Fafo Sanders. An Australian man who made waves on social media with clips of him surfing and his partner, a python, has been fined $1,500 after the viral videos reached the wildlife officials. Igor Fiuza, a Rainbow Bay surfer, raised eyebrows earlier this month when he filmed himself surfing with his 3-year-old python named Shiva. I think that's animal abuse, even if it is a snake. Who enjoyed the outings wrapped around his body. Jonathan McDonald's a senior wildlife officer at the Department of Environment of Science, and he said that Fiuza had the proper permit to take care of the python, but he lacked special license to go surfing with it. You gotta get a license if you want to surf with a python. Now, I surf with a python, but that's just me. Alright, now, I apologize. Ladies, I apologize for that joke. Physical work link in Alzheimer's. It's literally mind-numbing work. So much for the expression healthy body, healthy mind. People who work more physically, demanding jobs could be more likely to contract dementia. Well, that I'm safe. I'm like a sofa slug. I just lay around. I should live to be 140 years old, which is 3 more years. I got 1, 2, 3 more years to go. This is the owner of the daycare. She's under arrest. It says the owner delayed the 9/11 call. They were probably like, oh shit, we're in trouble, let's... It was the location was inspected just days before the tragedy. Where at, Joe? The Bronx? Yes. The Brisons. No violations were cited. Fentanyl is as bad as crack. I think it's way worse than crack. I've never known anyone to walk up and touch crack and die. The death of a Bronx toddler who inhaled fentanyl at a daycare center that allegedly served as a front for a drug mill has shaken locals and dredged up memories of the bad old days when crack cocaine ruled the streets. That was way back 3 weeks ago. I'm a little upset that they let this picture get out because I didn't want anyone to see my selfie. Oh wait, that's Hunter. Hunter Biden. They're going to get something off that laptop. Now, it's been 11 years they've been looking into that laptop. 10 more years, they're going to catch him. My lady can go through my laptop in 4 minutes. Maybe my girl should get a job with the FBI forensics team. She could go through that like that. 11 years. They ain't found nothing. They did find pictures like this. Now, I had a dick pic on my laptop, and I was actually sued, but it was thrown out of court for lack of evidence. Okay, that was it. I'm dropping stupid stuff. Now, listen, guys, this is new. This happened. And we're going to be keeping an eye on this story. 2 models, both happen to be African-American, beautiful models in Los Angeles, have been found dead within a mile of their apartments. Within a mile of each other's apartments. This is I don't think it's coincidental. 2 models were found dead in their luxury apartments in downtown Los Angeles, just 2 days apart and less than a mile from each other. The one girl just moved in like 2 weeks ago. That's horrible. Nikki Coates, 32, was found in her apartment on Grand Avenue after police responded to a call from relatives who were unable to reach her on September 10th. 2 days later, Melissa Mooney, 31, was found dead in her Bunker Hill apartment. It's unclear if the deaths were late. Oh, bless her heart. Hey, a perp nab an LA cop ambush. The guy ambushed a Los Angeles police officer. A suspect in the killing of newly engaged Los Angeles County Sheriff's deputy was arrested after an hour-long standoff with police. Kevin Salazar, 29, was arrested in his home in Palmdale, California, after barricading himself inside when cops showed up with a warrant. Have fun in jail, douchebag. Speaking of douchebags, Marilyn Manson. Look at how creepy Marilyn Manson is. He used to wear makeup at all his concerts, but now he's even creepier without it. Marilyn Manson has his day in court for Count. They're saying he looks like Count Dracula. Marilyn Manson, apparently a new, if you don't know who Marilyn Manson is, he's a singer, just a creep. His gimmick was to tear up Bibles on stage and to be, I think he's been accused of dozens of sexual assaults. Marilyn Manson appeared in a New Hampshire courthouse Monday, dressed in all black. Ooh, that's strange. Wearing pale makeup, a look resembling Nicolas Cage's portrayal of Dracula in the movie Renfield, as he pleaded no contest to blowing his nose on a videographer. He blew his nose on a videographer. The shock rocker, he's 54, was sentenced to 20 hours of community service. He's fined $1,400. He's a multi-millionaire. And agreed to a condition that he stay out of trouble and let officials know if he has performances in the Granite State. Where's the hell's the Granite State? Someone help me out here. Get in the comments, guys. Yeah, blah, 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 blah. He faced 2 counts, misdemeanor count of simple assault for a run-in with a videographer, Susan Fountain, at the banks in New Hampshire. The rock star is sought to appear in the video for the hearing. He walked up and blew his nose on her shirt. Oh my God, I'm a big fan. Oh, I'm a big fan of yours too. Pretty gross. I bet she could sell that shirt on eBay to a creep. Man killed in tree dispute. A 70-year-old man from where, Joe? The Bronx? No, Florida. Florida. Has been arrested after authorities said he shot and killed his neighbor for trimming trees over their property line. It's a lot more common than you think. You live here, they live there, and your tree, oh boy, you bitch. Rev told me the other day I was here and there was a damn bug crawling around my shoulder. I ain't gonna kill it just because it crawls. Crawl away. Maybe if I cock it sideways, I'll look more like a gangster and the bug won't mess with me. Or maybe I look like more of a moron. You know what? I'm doing the college kid today. I'm a college kid. You ever see the moron at a baseball game? It's really hot out and he's got his hat on backwards. He's like this. Turn your hat around, Dick. That's a bill for sun. Man killed in a dispute over tree. Edward Gruzalowski from DeLeon Springs was booked into Tulsa, I don't care, County Jail. He shot a 42-year-old Brian Ford. Ford was trimming tree limbs along the fence line between 1880 and 1890 Alameda Drive when he was confronted by Drew Zolowski for being on his property. Guys, if you're going to shoot somebody for trimming trees, I don't care if you're 78, you just go to prison for life. You're a moron. To kill a guy over a damn tree. Did you guys see that Biden was in town? I brought you the Boogie Bob exclusive yesterday. I did not get a Biden interview. But Vladimir Volitsky is also in town. And Yahoo is also in town. Stolen cars return a real high note. A Washington State family said they began to suffer mysterious headaches and upset stomachs after their car was stolen and returned with high traces of meth and fentanyl in the car. Unbeknownst to them. Guy, you're walking down the street and you see a $10 bill on the ground. Of course you're going to want to take it. People are putting fentanyl on stuff to kill people. You see this laying on the ground, you say, oh, I want it. You pick it up, now you got fentanyl on your ass. Jake Culver of Pierce County said his family was initially relieved when police brought back their 2002 Ford F-350 truck after it was stolen. The father of two said he then drove the car a few times until... Damn it. Little bitches! Not you, ma'am. I apologize. That was directed after you. Bitch-ass bugs. Lord, grant me the serenity to do the things I didn't do when I did what I didn't do. I think I got bug guts on my neck. I don't care about this guy's truck, to be honest with you. He's driving around with a fentanyl truck. Oh, God bless him. I got a damn bug crawling on my neck.
All right, do I have you on snap?
Hey, girl. The father of two said he drove the car a few times until his 5 and 10-year-old kids started having upset stomachs and sleep disruptions, getting strange headaches. A friend of Culver's wife recommended they get a car tested for drugs. It's pretty bad in Florida when your car gets tested for drugs, with a subsequent exam revealing the car had traces of meth that exceeded national safe exposure limits 8 times the legal limit. It also tested positive for the safe limit of fentanyl. My wife broke down in tears. I told her the result of the test. We can't undo the exposure to my family, but we can rent out the truck to crack addicts for $20 a day, and they can ride around and get high. I don't know. Bears get hot and fresh. They couldn't bear the temptation. Commence eye roll. A mama black bear, first of all, that's racist. I don't think they should. A mama black bear and her cub were caught on camera helping themselves to some Krispy Kreme donuts during a delivery to a military base in Anchorage, Alaska. The animals raided a van at Joint Base Elmendorf, Richardson, after the driver left the door open when he stopped at the store. You could hear them breaking open the packages. Hey, once a bear gets in there, bro, let him eat. Yeah, Ambrose is right. They're ready for the hibernation. Plus, I think it says here the bears smoked 3 joints and had the munchies. One of the bears was seen eating a bag of Funyuns. So, there's that. Killer hit on righting wrongs. Corey Richens, the Utah grief author, this is the woman whose husband died. And she wrote a book about the pain and anguish it was to go through her husband's death. It's like a bestseller. She's like, I wrote this book to deal with the grief. They found out she killed her husband. She killed her husband and wrote a book about how hard it was living without him. The thing that tripped her up on the last chapter, she wrote about how she killed her husband. Jay Leno could have killed that, right? You guys reading about the lady, her husband dies, and then she writes a book about how he died. Corey Richens of Utah, the grief author who faces charges she allegedly killed her hubby with a fentanyl-laced Moscow mule. She's been accused of witness tampering after officials found a handwritten letter in her jail cell. Can't try to influence people. In her jail cell that relayed instructions about where her family should say her spouse got the drugs that killed him. The writer who allegedly killed Eric Richens, 39, last year, instructed her mom, Lisa Darden, to have Ronald Darden, her brother, falsely testify that Eric received drugs and pills from Mexico. Typical racist. Blame it on the Mexicans. The Mexicans. I didn't do it. The Mexicans did it. Deputies found the letter inside her cell where she is being held on first-degree aggravated murder and second-degree possession of a controlled substance. Guys, if you kill your spouse, now I'm not saying to. Don't do it. If you do it, don't write a letter about it. Hey, don't write a letter about it, bro. That's stupid. What are you, a moron? And then you're in a jail cell? You write a letter in a jail cell? It is imperative that she have no contact with her mother or her family moving forward till the trial. She writes a book about the grief from the death of her beloved husband she killed. Here he is. Russell Brand, a piece of shit. I never cared much for him, but to each his own. He now is facing as many as 6 allegations of sexual assault. You know, he was married to Katy Perry, the singer. And he actually broke up with her by text message. A damn text message. That shows you what kind of douchebag this guy is. Catherine McPhee is the lady on this thing. The funny thing about Catherine McPhee is a kid used to work for me many years ago named Nick Kokas. Nick Kokas worked for me, and he went on to be a Broadway actor. He was in Blood Brothers, La Miz, a bunch of stuff. And he was one of my very first employees. He went on to marry Catherine McPhee. I have a video of celebrities who used to work for me. He's on the video. Because even though you never heard of him, he was pretty famous. Also had Antoine Smith working for me, which you know already. A number of lewd and suspicious scenarios involving comedian Russell Brand resurfaced Monday after multiple sexual misconduct allegations were launched against the actor. He's going to prison. Once it's multiple, this is Me Too, baby. The women have a shot at revenge against these douchebags who got away with it for years and years and years. Thanks, Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby's ass should be in prison for life as well. He got off on illegal. He was not found not guilty. He got off because the district attorney made a bogus deal. Yeah, you keep on flying, bud. You fly right past me, bro. Cops arrested a 21-year-old gangbanger Monday for the murder of an innocent Bronx grandmother. Tragic. Kid walks out, starts blasting away, shot 2 women. One lived, this beautiful woman here died. Back to Russell Brand. If you don't know who he is, he's this guy here. Russell Brand joked about rape. Oh, there he is. There he is. That little bitch is headed towards my neck. I caught him. Shit, he ain't going nowhere. Come on, Playboy. I don't want to hurt you. Just don't come up here, please. I caught his bitch ass crawling across my shoulders. My very broad, strapping shoulders. I'm going to start doing the show wearing a scarf. Rev, I did it. Rev, did you see it before I got it? He damn near made it. He was just about to the skin. He was working his way up the... They don't fly, they jump. These bitches. Earlier in the news today, I'm just going to do the news like this. It seems that there was a guy in Cleveland who didn't... I get sidetracked. It's all the methamphetamine from my truck. I got a truck. I bought a truck from Denver. I think it was Florida. Russell Brand joked about raping and killing. This is the kind of person you joke about raping and killing. A woman in an onstage interview 10 years ago. The embattled star, 48, made the off-color comments along with jokes about having sex with kids and homeless people. While admitting he was a sex narcissist, Katy Perry's ex-husband, why did they drag her into this? His biggest secret was that he was actually just a bloke from Essex, from a single parent who's a pretty comprehensive show-off. It's not my extremism that I need to protect, it's my mundanity. He uses a lot of big words. If anything, there's being projected, it's that he said, oh, and also I raped someone once, he added with a laugh at some of his audience gasp. I killed her afterwards. She'll never tell anything. That's his joke. That's the guy's joke. I mean, what kind of a moron? That's funny to anyone? This is one of the biggest shits and pieces of shit in Congress. That's your Bobert. RJ, she's from Colorado. She has been dropped from a lot of the guest appearances she was supposed to make for MAGA, because she is known as a devout Christian beyond reproach. Except she's over there giving a guy a hand job and vaping at a damn show in front of pregnant women and thousands of other people. The guy, here's the kicker. She has spoken out against drag shows, the LGBTQ plus community for years. That's her whole platform. Well, guess what? The guy who she was out with that night, the one who was grasping her bosom, her boob, he is a huge Democrat. You got some explaining to do, Lucy. Huge. He has a bar where the biggest feature at his bar are drag shows. So yesterday, she came out and said, oh, me and him broke up. I didn't know. You're telling me that your whole life is MAGA, and you went on a date with this guy, and it never came up before you went on the date that he was not MAGA. As the kids say, FOH. If you don't know what that means, it means out of here. How low do you sink to try? She said she couldn't. It wasn't her. Ah, shit, I think I deleted it. I did. She wasn't vaping. It was smoke from the stage, even though she was 80 rows deep, and it shows her going. Oh, well, her whole camp came out. She came out. No. It may appear she was vaping, but it was smoke from the stage, from the pyrotechnics. Then they show a close-up of her in between the blowjobs and the hand jobs. And then she says, oh yeah, no, that I was. But I didn't remember because I'm going through a divorce. She shouldn't be fired for that. I don't care if she's Republican, Democrat. Shouldn't she be? She's pulling a George Santos. Hard right. Representative Lauren Boebert has parted ways with the man she has seen that was seen groping her as she groped his crotch in a frisky date at Denver Theater while enjoying the family-friendly performance of the musical Beetlejuice. The politician returned to Washington on Monday because they got she's really proud. She's got an impeachment to get to with Joe Biden because his son has a laptop that they're going to get to the bottom of pretty soon. I learned to check party affiliations before you go on dates, she said with a smile. Shut up, biatch. Sorry. India linked to Sikh murder. Canadian security agencies have been actively pursuing credible allegations of a potential link between India government and the murder of a Sikh leader in British Columbia. Horrible. Been spending all my life living in a gangster's paradise. Guys, this is an F-35, a deadly, but technically highly advanced piece of equipment that any country in the world would love to have. Well, ours went missing. It just went missing in South Carolina. At least it earned its wings in stealth jet. The U.S. military faced widespread mockery Monday as it was forced to ask for help finding the $90 million F-35 stealth jet. It was finally located in P. Diddy's garage. Alright. Jury clears Delta Air duo in a $250,000 heist. A former Delta Airlines worker and his friend accused of stealing a bag containing more than $258,000 from JFK Airport were cleared Monday. Hey, girl. What were we talking about again? Sagittarius? I don't know. I can't. It took less than an hour for a Brooklyn court. Guys, when something takes less than an hour for a Brooklyn court to find you not guilty, that was a horrible sham. They should sue somebody. To deliver the not guilty verdict for the ex-Delta ground service worker Quincy Thorpe and his pal Emmanuel Ocon, following a 3-day trial in which prosecutors tried to pin the theft on the two men. From 2019, this has been 3 years of hell for these two guys. It's the right thing to do. Have a good night, one juror told the Post. The juror told him, have a good night means I'm done talking. Thorpe and Oken each faced up to 10 years in prison.
Make him meet me.
Can't live like this. You think Walter Cronkite would have bugs crawling on his neck? I don't think so. Alfred, do you think Walter Cronkite would have bugs crawling on? I should hire a bug swatter. I mean, Bria kills these bugs like it's nothing. She likes to stomp on them, and I don't want her kicking me in the neck. Again. They faced 10 years if they were convicted by snatching the loot, which feds have never recovered. We'll go look for it now. Prosecutors had relied heavily on grainy surveillance video from JFK. Allegedly showed the step-by-step plan of Thorpe, then 22 airline employee who was working on the tarmac and responsible for loading onto Delta Flight 1225 8 bags of U.S. and foreign cash. Man. But the mountain of footage was prosecutors' alleged allegation that Thorpe and Oken made the tremendous mistake by leaving behind evidence in a getaway car. Didn't seem to persuade the jurors. None of those videos showed any criminal activity. As the two men left court, saying we had nothing to do with the $258,000 theft, they jumped into their Lamborghinis and drove home. You guys been reading about the guy who told the ball players stand firm, Spain's women's soccer. You guys heard about it. They win the World Cup. They go down the line and the guy's putting medals on her. Apparently he didn't find the first 5 women attractive. Here's your medal. Thanks. Here's your medal. Oh, good job. High five. Here's your medal. You go, girl. Here's your medal. He grabs her by the face and starts planting his tongue down her throat. Ah. Been spending all my life living in a gangster's paradise. Been spending all my life living in a gangster's He's just crawling towards my face. He's as he goes around the titty, he's up on the thing. He's crawling. Thank God my ample bosom. I don't know. I really just want to nicely. My bosoms have gotten larger. When I shave, I'm quite attractive. To men. Spain's women's soccer team players on Monday. I don't care. The guy did the thing. He was stupid, and my nipples got slightly erect on that. I caught him. He was hanging around my balls for about 3 minutes. That I didn't mind. That was fine. I feel sorry for the bugs. They didn't do it. It's not their fault. No jail for Colorado cop. RJ, listen up. Over train track bust. A former Colorado police officer who put a handcuffed woman inside a cop car parked on a train tracks that was then hit by a train has been spared. I can't. Oh my goodness. Hey girl. I never share my hey girls with you. I'll share that. Hey girl. The guy arrests the lady. I look like shit today. Guys, tomorrow I'll be all cleaned up. I just bought a brand new Just for Men. Tomorrow, instead of 95, I'm gonna look 93. The cop arrests a woman, puts her in his cop car that's parked on the train tracks. A former Colorado police officer who put a handcuffed woman inside of a cop car that was parked on the tracks, and the car was then struck by a freight train, has been spared prison time after offering a tearful mea culpa. Jordan Stinky, what a name. Jordan Stinky, 29, was sentenced Friday to 30 months of supervised probation. This woman better not have died. After being convicted of reckless endangerment and assault on September 16, 2020, a year ago. It happened right outside of Plattsville. During the bench trial, blah, 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 he planned to blah, blah, blah. And then he blah, blah to the blah, blah. Someone is going to hear this and say, another officer gets off. That's not the facts of this case. The judge warned Stinky that if she violates, it's a she. I'm a sexist. This whole time I assumed it was a douchebag guy. It's a douchebag girl. I will hearken back to my original gut response of how to address sentencing. Stinky, who sobbed through her sentencing, apologized to Rio Gonzalez, who attended the hearing. So the woman lived, thank God. Saying she had never intended for another human being to come into harm. Giant panda moan exactly how they spelled it. 2 words. Moan Giant pandas living in captivity may be suffering from some type of jet lag. The animal, like humans, have circadian rhythm, an internal body clock that is regulated by cues from the environment and dictates when to do certain activities like sleeping and eating. Guys, when I went to Thailand, I went twice for a month. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon in New York. It's 1 at night, exactly 12 hours. 1 at night there. 3 o'clock in New York, 3 o'clock in the morning there. You get the picture. And I didn't know what jet lag was. I came back to New York. It took me about 3 months to get back on normal thing because your body, you either have to force yourself to stay up when you get tired, stay up for a day, or force yourself to go to sleep when you're not tired. But you gotta fix, otherwise you'll never get out of that cycle. Jet lag is a real thing. Escaped Pennsylvania teens have been caught. 9 teenagers who broke out of a... Oh, God. This keeps getting worse and worse. 9 teenagers who broke out of a Pennsylvania juvenile detention center by overpowering female staffers and crawling under a fence were all recaptured within 12 hours later. It seems they were caught at a porno theater. I could have come up with something better. If I had more time to think, I could have came up with something better. Let's be Jay Leno. Guys, you read about these 9 teenagers? They overpowered the staff and they broke out. Seems they were all caught at Kevin Spacey's house. Okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. The teens between 15 and 17 fled after 8 p.m. Sunday from the so-and-so, I don't give a shit. 15 miles from where the convicted murderer, this is 15 miles away from where the convicted murderer guy escaped, Cavalcante. But Pennsylvania State Police, guys, listen to me. 9 teenagers escaped at the same time. What is going on with Pennsylvania? The underage managed to get out of the west wing of the key. They got the keys from 2 female staff members during a riot that broke out. One of the workers suffered minor injuries. They got out of the building and went to a recreation yard where they found a spot to crawl under the fence, and they were met by a very jovial Kevin Spacey. I don't know. I've been spending all my life living in a gangster's paradise. I'm not doing any of the Ariana Grande got a divorce, so if anyone knows her number, I would really appreciate that. I used to be good, not good friends, but close with her brother Frankie. Ariana Grande. Frankie Grande, she's Ariana Grande. Frankie is her flamboyant, yet really wonderful, fun, loving brother. Very talented in his own right. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Grandpa execution stunts again. You're out here killing old men. An 80-year-old man fatally shot point blank in the head on a Bronx street by a bike peddling gunman who apparently been lying in wait for him. He killed it. He was adored by his family and friends and his daughter. Geraldine Valerio said the family was in agony over the shocking caught-on-camera slaying of Marceliano Valerio, who was gunned down at 1 a.m. Sunday after attending a Sweet 16 celebration with his wife. He just comes walking in, some guy jumps out of the bushes and murders. El Chapo. His son pleaded not guilty, and his son's not guilty. Wonderful kid, and so is his dad. Someone tell him I said that. Post. This is the Post. Their greedy crime guy, he died. CJ dies. I don't know anything about him. God bless him. It just gets worse and worse for Trump. Nothing bad's going to happen. It turns out those classified documents he had, he was doodling all over them. You know how sometimes you get a pen, you start scribbling on shit? Former President Donald Trump scrawled a to-do list in many doodles on one of his Mar-a-Lago assistants on documents with, according to one of his assistants, on documents with classified markings. He just scribbled all over it. One joke we used to say in high school. Hey, what's the difference between your mom and a rooster? A rooster says cock-a-doodle-doo. Your mom says any cockle-doo. That's a child joke. I'm just going around the thing. At this point, I don't even care anymore. A bear. A bear made a visit to Disney. It wasn't an escapee from the County Bear Jamboree attraction, but a wild black bear managed to be the star of his own show at Walt Disney World. Is that what they call it? Walt Disney World? I just thought it was Disney World. The presence of the black bear in a tree in the Magic Kingdom in Orlando, Florida, delayed the opening of 3 lands Monday morning. Staffers with the State Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission were at the park attempting to capture the bear. When they finally caught the bear, they charged him $240 for a ticket. That was it. I apologize for the stupidity. Vladimir Volinsky. I love this guy. He's in town. This guy's got hooks for arms. These are all Ukrainians, very, very happy that he's in town. He stopped at Staten Island Hospital where some of the injured soldiers from the Ukraine have been brought to try to fix, to help. Katy Perry. Katy Perry just sold her catalog. This is something big. I remember when Michael Jackson bought the Beatles catalog. $200-something million. Now it'd be over $1 billion, but he was the guy, the first guy buying catalogs. So, you're Katy Perry. You got that song Fireworks and I Kissed a Girl and I Like It. These songs will pay her residuals and the rest of her life. She'll get checks when they're played in movies or used for whatever. Record sales. Well, nowadays a lot of these artists are selling off their catalog. It's like, I don't own it no more. I'll still be able to perform the songs at concerts, but Sony or whoever's buying them, Japan, you own all the rights to all my songs. She just sold her catalog for $225 million. She signed a deal to sell her rights to 5 of her studio albums. Not just 5 albums. I think she has other things as well. I'm going to sell the rights to my songs for $8. $8. By the way, I did the Big Mac thing yesterday, the cheeseburger thing. It was the talk of the internet. Cheeseburgers at Wendy's were 1 penny. At McDonald's, they were double cheeseburgers for 50 cents. And at Burger King, it was free, but you had to purchase them. So I go to McDonald's to buy the cheeseburgers. I'm just going to feed anybody who wants cheeseburgers. You get 1 per customer. So I bought a bunch of cheeseburgers. They had the one. I bought one for 50 cents. That's it. So then I got off the machine, and then I tried to go back in and trick it by doing a separate purchase. They go, we recognize you, bro. You're not getting the old, we're not stupid. This ain't our first rodeo. You cannot come in and get another burger for 50. I was just going to buy a bunch for 50. Anyway, so they had a special also going, buy one, get one free. But one is like $3.59 or $3.69. And so I just bought, I think I got a total of 8. I was giving them out before I got out of the damn store. But I did take 4 home with me. I ate all them dishes last night. So I got scanned by McDonald's. You cannot go in and say, I want 100 cheeseburgers for $5. They're not doing it. Should we get on with the thing? Let's do the thing where we do the thing of the thing. Sugar Bay's in here. Hi, Sugar. Sugar, Sugar. You are my candy girl. That's from the Archies. I haven't done the Wheel of Deals in a long time. Still got it. Guys, I bought a brand new backpack because the other one wasn't working. And it's smaller, so all this shit is crammed in there. I think you have to wear it out. Shall we? Shall we proceed? Yes, indeed. Where it stops, nobody knows. I say Virgo. It's Gemini. I'm only doing 3. Gemini, your viewpoints and opinions have been jumping back and forth a lot in recent weeks. And that's because of your methamphetamine addiction. I don't find that appropriate in the least. I seriously doubt that every Gemini is addicted to methamphetamine. I doubt it. Most of them are. I hear that 90% are. But not all of them, I'm sure. There's probably 1 or 2 that aren't. Your viewpoints and opinions have been jumping back and forth a lot in recent weeks, and it's got to a stage where it is making your head spin. It's methamphetamine. Maybe it's time to settle on a particular way to look at life and to follow that way alone. The year was 1980. I was in high school. I was in love with this girl named Mara. Loved her. Didn't know how to talk to her. Finally, I worked my way into that circle. Her friends. I'm on the outer fringes. I worked my way in. I'm in. Me and Mara, Fairfield High, at the quad, talking on a bench. Just me and her. Talking to her, my friend. Comes up, Robbie Weidel. Walks up to Joe Bob. Talking to my shorty right here. I'm trying to converse. I wasn't the fly guy I am now. I was shy. So I'm trying to converse, and he's over there. I go over there. I'm going to share something, one of the most horrible things of all time. Probably one of the worst things in the history of my life. To this day. I go over, I said, excuse me, Mara, I'm sorry. I go over there, he goes, hey dude, I'm sorry, bro. You have a booger hanging out of your nose. I go, what? He goes, dude, I thought he was messing with me. He goes, bro, you have a booger hanging out of your nose. So instead of falling for it, I look into the window. They were mirrored into the window. I'm not even joking, bro. This is what it looked like when I was done. I'm not even kidding. I look in the window, I'm like this. Dude. A damn booger. It was dry. It was just kind of dangling there. I've been talking to the love of my life for 8 minutes with a damn dry booger dangling. So what did I do? Well, I wanted to cry. But I can't cry. It's literally hanging there, and when I moved in the mirror, it would actually move. It was like a slinky. I was like, dude, I go, oh my God. So I walked back over to her, and I said, first of all, I flicked it out. It was dry. It wasn't a wet booger, it was a dry booger. Just hanging there. Hey girl, how you doing? What? 8 minutes. She didn't say nothing. First of all, how could she? Was she gonna say, Bob, you have a booger? No. So I walked back over there. I sat on the bench. I said, listen, I apologize. She said, for what? I said, the booger. You saw it. Don't say you didn't. Because I just saw it. You didn't say nothing about it. It destroyed my life and my confidence. 40 years later, I'm still talking about the booger scandal of 1980. September 7th, a day I'll never forget. Oh, I didn't notice your booger. I go, you did. It was dangling down. Guy here. Fast forward to 1984. I'm working at Toyota. They bring the boats from Japan. It's not a ship like you would think. It's a square boat. They're square, like this. Because they fill up every inch. There's no front. A boat usually has a pointy front. Those boats that come from Japan with the Toyotas, they're square. So they can fit as many Toyotas in there as possible. And then the longshoremen drive them off the boat, 5,000 Toyotas, and then we would take them and get them their papers and load them onto those trucks. I was a teamster. I drove 100 brand new Toyotas a day, every day. Loading them from the boats. The parking lots were as big as Disney World. Huge parking lots, thousands of cars. A van would pull up with us in there. No doors on the van, just 20 of us in a van. The van would pull up, all 20 of us would get out, get our own car, drive it around and post it where you need to get the paperwork and all that. So there's this guy, they called him Grady. And Grady was working in the car wash. They would wash these cars. And they would just go through a conveyor belt and clean the car. And Grady's there, and he had a beard. And it was really cold out of winter. And Grady was going to get a little gross, I apologize. Remember, my life was destroyed over a dry booger. Grady, unfortunately, had a wet, huge thing. A huge thing, this big, of wet, grotesque slime on his face, and his beard. You know what I did? I walked up to Grady, remembering the crisis that destroyed my life, and I said, "Hey, buddy, how you doing?" And I kept it moving. I didn't say nothing. How could I? You want me to go up to Grady and say, "Hey, dude, you got a big thing on your face"? I can't do that. So I drove the car, and about 8 minutes later, I came with my next car. There he is. "Hey, buddy," there he is, still with the thing. You know what I did? I walked up to him, and I said, "Hey, man, how you feeling? Catch the game?" I didn't say nothing. Finally, I came through, and it was gone. He goes, "Hey, bro, you came through here like 8 times. You didn't see the big-ass boogers on my face?" I said, "What? Your face?" I didn't. I said all that to say this. Guys, if you care about people, if someone has a booger on their face, tell them. Tell them. Mara didn't tell me, and 4 years later, I did the same shit to another guy. Now, when I'm sitting here and somebody walks by with a booger, I go, "Yo, dude, you got a booger on your face." It's the only right thing to do. I apologize for the long, horrible story. Shall we proceed? This has got to be a Sagittarius. It's got to be. I'm thinking that it's got to be a Sagittarius. What is it? You know what they say? 3 blowjobs for everybody. Rev, make a list. Make a list, Rev. I apologize about my booger story. I went from 400 people down to 40. Sagittarius, a relationship problem will sort itself out if you leave it alone. The planets indicate it isn't really much of a problem at all, but you have to allow it to take a grip on your mind to the point where you can think of nothing else. Let it go. Just like those boogers, let them go. That's why my name's Boogie Bob. It used to be Booger Bob for years. High school kids can be so cool. Hey, here comes Booger Bob. Oh, that's Scorpio. That's me. Scorpio. Although your life has been destroyed by boogers, I can't escape it. She just stomped on a damn bug. People just walking up, stomping on it. Keep a tight hold. Rev, can you delete the whole booger thing? It was Bob Boner in 4th grade. And in 9th grade, you know what boners are. It doesn't really affect you so much. I was Bob Boner. I even tried to change it. When kids say, here comes Bob Boner, I say, oh, you know what? You know what'd be cool? Is if you called me Bob Bow and Arrow. Like a bow and arrow. That'd be cool, right, guys? I couldn't trick a bunch of 4th graders into changing a joke about an erection into a bow and arrow. It didn't stick. I was Bob Boner till I was about 14. Scorpio, keep a tight hold on your feelings today, because if someone annoys you even a little bit, there's a chance you will overreact and hit back at them in ways they are not really appropriate. That's like when someone gets in my comments and say, Boogie Bob, I enjoy your channel, but I really didn't like when you said this. I go, your mom's a whore. Rev always tells me, Bob, don't be so dramatic. Boogie Bob, I really enjoy your show, but yesterday you made a comment I disagreed with. I go, well, do you disagree that your mom's a whore? It's not appropriate. To attack someone like that is inappropriate, and I apologize. For all the hundreds of people on Instagram whose moms I said were whores. I was wrong. And I stand by it. You don't have to always fight fire with fire. That's good. That's good. You can't fight fire with fire. Although, if you're from California, you do know, Bob called me a douchebag yesterday. I would never call Ambrose a douchebag. I did call Nyan a douchebag because he was supposed to meet me in Times Square and it rained and he never showed up. You can fight fire with fire. Firefighters in California, in these places where they have wildfires, do it all the time. They will set fires to stop a fire from spreading. I don't even know how that works. But they do it. It's birthdays. Birthdays were the worst days. Today is Jimmy Fallon. Jimmy Fallon, Rev, there's our host right there. Tell him. Jimmy Fallon, comedian, actor who became known for his impressions of Jerry Seinfeld, Chris Rock, and Adam Sandler. Gooby-doo, shooby-dooby-doo. He hosted NBC's Late Night with Jimmy Fallon from 2009 to 2014. Then he took over as Jay Leno's spot, The Tonight Show. Who else we got today? I don't know any of these people. I don't know none of these people. Holy shit. I'd like to know her. I don't know her. Trey Young is a young basketball player. I think he plays for the Celtics. I could be wrong. Get in the comments, guys. Let's see. I don't know this one, that one. Adam West. Our beloved Adam West. He's Batman. Holy smokes, Robin. Ooh, Billy said Lita Ford. Happy birthday. I like Lita Ford. I like me some Lita Ford. I don't see her on this list. I'm sure I passed right by her. Adam West was not only with Batman forever, then he had a career on Family Guy. Or was it Simpsons? I don't know. He was the mayor. Let's see. I don't see Lita Ford here, although I like her. Sanaa Lathan. I love her. I don't see no Lita Ford. Twiggy. Twiggy was a model, very thin, small little one. She used to be on Laugh-In in the 60s. Jeremy Irons. Jerry Irons is an Academy Award nominated actor. He played Scar in The Lion King. That's it. That's it. That's the worst birthdays we've ever had. Let's see who died on this day besides my career. Birthdays. We do not celebrate their deaths unless it's Hitler. We celebrate their lives and we remember them this way. Deaths. Famous deaths on the 19th. James A. Garfield. Now that was a president. I'm going to say he was our 11th president. I'm sure I'm wrong. The 20th president. whose presidency lasted only 200 days, ended in his assassination by Charles. Guys, you always talk about Kennedy and Lincoln. What about Garfield? He was killed. You sons of bitches never say, how about Garfield? I don't think it's right. James A. Garfield, today I give you your flowers, my friend. I'm sorry that you were assassinated. 200 days. He's a Scorpio, too. 200 days into his presidency, the 20th president, whose presidency lasted only 200 days, and it ended with the assassination by Charles J. Gutierrez. Donald Trump has often said that he believes the assassination was actually carried out by Hillary Clinton. So he had dreams of being a seaman. I'm not touching that joke. I'm not touching that joke. He was visiting Wall Street when Abraham Lincoln was assassinated and was prompted to give a speech to the rioting crowd to calm them down. He actually gave the speech when Lincoln was assassinated. Oh boy, here we go. Orville Redenbacher. You guys remember him? He's the popcorn guy. He was a cancer. He was popularizer of popcorn through marketing his self-titled gourmet popcorn brand in countless commercials, talk shows, and radio pitches. It says here he died eating popcorn. That was horrible. I apologize to his friends and family. Graham Parsons, you guys know Parsons from the Birds and the Flying Burrito Brothers. Songwriter. I think he was part of the, I don't know. I'm still going around it. Jackie Collins, she was the romance novelist, British author, known as her steamy romance novels. She was also the sister of Joan Collins. That's a fact. You didn't know that. Some of you didn't know that. Jake LaMotta. Jake LaMotta is the raging bull. He's also a piece of crap. Well, he's dead now, so I take that back. He's also not on my friend list. I'm at Madison Square Garden. I used to go, and a lot of the boxers knew me. I would have my program there. I'd buy the program on the way in, because when you buy them on the way out, they're sold out. Get them on the way in, but when you get them on the way in, you got to hold them gently, because if you're watching a boxing match, go Sugar Ray, they get all wrinkled. You can't have nothing with it. So I have a beautiful, I cradle it, and then I get them to sign it. I have hundreds of them at my house. There's Jake LaMotta. Wow, it's Jake LaMotta. I'm a big fan. He goes, no, kid, I'm not signing no autographs. Respect it. I'm right behind him. It's my opportunity. Mr. LaMotta, I'm a huge fan. Can I get your autograph? Nah, kid, I'm not signing autograph. Okay, no problem. I respect it. Only asked him once. He takes 2 steps and starts signing autographs. Oh, what are you, a piece of shit? Oh, kid, I'm not signing no autographs today, okay? Oh, hi, sir. I'll sign it for you, though. Am I a leper? Screw you, Jake LaMotta. Died in 2017. He was a cancer also. Former world middleweight champion, famous for being an inspiration behind the 1980 movie Raging Bull. He recorded 83 wins, 30 by way of knockout. Fought Sugar Ray Robinson like 5 times. You never put me down, Ray. You never put me down, Ray. I'm just going around the thing here. I don't know. What do I know? What are you going to take me for my word? Hey, by the way, guys, as a treat, I'm walking to buy a comforter. I'm taking you with me. If you want to stick around after the show, I'm going to take my shirt off, and we're going to do a walk and talk. Guys, if you see bugs crawling on my neck or on my shirt, you gotta put a bug in the emojis. Ambrose, no fake bugs, please. Ambrose is a bit of a trickster. That's it. That's all she wrote. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I appreciate you very much. I hope and pray that you have a beautiful day. It's a great opportunity to do something kind and loving for someone else. You don't have to buy them nothing. You ain't got to give nobody nothing. Look at this. This is a perfect example. This happened on the way over here. Right here. Look at this. This cost me nothing. I don't know if you can hear it. No audio. Let's fix that. I'll turn that off. It's not even a great video. It's a shit video. But there's no audio. How about now? Alright. Let's see if we can't provide some nice shoes for somebody. These are my Echo Unlimited. So beautiful. Brand new. I wore them one time. I walked from here to World Trade Center. And they just didn't fit me very well. But somebody's going to take them. I'll be back in about 30 minutes. They'll be gone. Sitting in my closet. Somebody's going to enjoy them shoes. I wore them to the World Trade Center. And my heel kept popping out the back of them. I think someone left their purse on that table right there. I gotta get the security guard because this lady, nobody would leave their purse right there, right? See the purse? The purse is just sitting there on top of the table. Why is there a purse sitting on top of that table? So we're going to get the guard knows about it. Because somebody could be devastated if they don't get their purse back. And we're gonna I'm gonna walk down to Jack's. Not Jack's. Lot Less. I'm going to Lot Less. And I'm going to get me a lot less. I'm going to Lot Less to, I want to get this lady her purse back. Here's what's going to happen. Somebody's going to walk up and steal it. Security usually comes by every 5 seconds. I'm looking at it. I'm looking at all the people's eyes. All the people. All the shady ones. Okay, wait a minute. Nope. Just sitting there. On the table. What do I do here? Hey brother, do you guys got a lost and found here? Is that, you guys have a lost and found here? I think someone left their purse on the table there. It's been there about an hour. Someone's gonna jack it. Yeah, I just wanted to tell you were.
I'll grab it. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, man. He's gonna grab it. So you see, I'm not joking. There's a purse right here, just laying here. That's a purse. I see the purse. He's gonna grab it, and I'm gonna get up out of here. Always help someone if you can help someone. Either my shirts are shrinking or my stomach is growing. Uh-oh. I see Jordan Joe. You guys want to wave at Joe? I see old Jordan Joe. Joe, how are you? You good? How's your wife? I miss you and I hope you're doing well. You look good. You look good. All right. I don't know if you could even... Could you see him on here? He looked happy. I feel like I'm running into my ex-girlfriend.
Yes, did I just leave it out? I don't need to leave it out for a sample.
I gotta center this thing. It's old Jordan Joe. Alive and well. Guys, I have to go down to 40th and Broadway. 40 and Broadway, and I'm taking you with me. We're going to go through Times Square. We're going to have the Naked Cowboy sing the Boogie Bob song. We're going to holler at some bad shorties. We just saw a celebrity, Jordan Joe. Let's see what happens. Bone Man don't bite his tongue for nobody. I don't think Bone Man misses me when I'm gone. He's from the D, guys. He's from the D, so he is a straight shooter. He's a straight shooter. Rev, call my other phone, bro. What are you doing, bro? Hold on a second, guys. I'm gonna call Rev, ask him what he's doing. I think it's Rev. That's Rev. Hello? Yeah. Oh, dude, thank you, man. Thank you, man. I have a system worked out here. When it's you guys know I can't, especially the new phone. The fonts are super tiny. I can read nothing, almost nothing. But Rev just called me and told me we've got a very special birthday, 2 of them. It's David Young's mom's birthday. David, I am so sorry, bro. You're, believe me, not the first I've missed. And it's his aunt's birthday. It's a double whammy. It's a 2 for 1. Dude, please don't run me over, bro. It's a 2 for 1. David Young's beautiful mom and his beautiful aunt. And I am so sorry that I did not get to mention them during the birthdays. David, I apologize. Apparently, I'm a self-absorbed narcissist, and I don't see nobody else except me. And I have a very hard... It's one of the reasons I'm not good at the YouTube thing is because I just have a hard time following these... the way you guys see the names and stuff going up and scrolling. I have it here, too. but I just am not good at following it. I keep saying I'm going to work on it. I just don't think I have it in me. So here's to a lot of YouTubers. The writing's right here. And they look at it. Fernando's wonderful at it. Hi, Steve. Hi, Susan. Hi, Larry. Here's me. I got my head on a swivel. I'm walking down like this. I'm doing this. I'm a player. I'm looking at bad shorties. I don't see this thing right here. So I apologize. I'm just not good at it. But Rev has a system in place where he will and let me know. So huge birthday shout out to David Young's mom and to his aunt. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to them. Happy birthday to David Young's aunt and mom. Happy birthday to them. And many, many more. God bless them. Guys, I'm just walking and talking here. I got nothing good going on. So if you guys want to watch a really crappy show, stick around. Queen Latifah's dropping by at 5 o'clock. So stick around for that. That's called clickbait. Clickbait. Stick around, guys. I got something really cool showing up. And it never happened. You guys know I own a pretty large business. And back in the day, I would have events. Hey, girl, how are you? Holy shit. Oh, guys, you got to see this. I'm probably going to get punched in the face. Holy shit, she was fine. Sorry, guys. She looked me dead in my eyes and gave me one of the best eye rolls I've had in a long time. Holy smoke, she was fine. Wow. That was a perfect 10. And the way she scoffed at me was pretty nice. Not bad. So I was saying, I own a large business. And sometimes I would have an event. And I would need a worker to show up last minute. I would call them up. Hey, Steve, can you work tonight, 9:30? Oh, Bob, I can't. I got my kids. I go, oh, damn. I got a brand new party that's going to be there. It's P. Diddy's birthday. And he's giving out free watches. Apple watches. So I'll call someone else. No, Bob, I'll do it. Screw my kids. I'll do it, Bob. And then I used that for about 4 years and then stopped working. They got to be there at 9:30. 12 o'clock, they call me. Bob, he's not here yet. I go, what? You're telling me P. Diddy is not there? Hey, girl. I must look super cute today because all the ladies are paying attention. Shorty in the green likes me. What do you mean P. Diddy's not there yet? Yeah, I asked security and they said he's not even scheduled to come. What? Don't ask security. This is super hush-hush. You want your iPad to go to P. Diddy? Your Apple Watch? You gotta keep it on the DL, bro. Usually these stars get there really late, 2:30. Okay. 3:30, my phone rings. Bob, he's still not here yet. What? P. Diddy, what a jerk. No, he's not there. Are you sure he's not there? No, there's a bar mitzvah. Yeah, P. Diddy's Jewish. A lot of people don't know that. I can't believe this son of a bitch. So, uh-oh, what do we got going here? Hey, girl. Holy smokes. All right. I'm probably going to get beat up today. Hollering at somebody shorty. Hey, guys, I put up an amazing video last week of this store. right here. This is a sardine store. Every single, oh, they're doing the Halloween thing for the M&Ms. Look at that. It's a scary good time. This is a Portuguese sardine store. It's a fantastic world of the sardine. And Rev, remember I said it looked kind of weird, like yellow? It's all the yellow lights around it. They emit a yellow light. Guys, inside this store is 100,000 cans of sardines. The whole store is sardines. And I would show you, but you guys can just go right to my page and type in Boogie Bob sardines, or maybe Rev could put up the link. It's a really, really great video. If you like sardines, you're gonna love it. And right next to it is a sock store. This is Happy Socks. And it's a whole store of socks. You like Star Wars? I got you covered. Every single thing in here is socks. They don't sell no shoes. It's just socks. And right here is the wonderful world of Scotch tape. It's a store full of Scotch tape. All right, I'm being stupid. I'm just walking here. I got no agenda. I'm gonna walk to the end of Times Square, and I'm gonna be grateful for what I have and for what I don't have. Be grateful for my health, for the love in my heart. I was gonna say for my 9-inch penis, but that would be inappropriate. That's strictly inappropriate. By the way, this is the guy who tried to murder me a couple times. One time he swung a hockey stick at my head, almost killing me. This guy's he says he used to be a cop in Cuba, but he's only like 4'5", this guy. And he always rides a little tiny girl's bicycle, but it looks like he stole a city bike from the city. This guy, this is his spot right here. He came very close to murdering me with a hockey stick for no reason. This guy sells the tickets for comedy, and all he does is sit here and smoke a pipe and watch TV. 20 years, I've never seen him sell a ticket. 20 years, he's never sold a comedy. He's not working on commission. We got cops inside of a tent over here. I'm just trying to see what it is. It's not a cop. It's a tent. Maybe they're having a concert or something. I don't know. It's a sound booth. This is new. You can bring your bottle here and refill your water. Place your bottle on the thing in front of the sensor below. And wow, this is something new. So far, and they've already saved 17,000 water bottles, plastic bottles, by letting you refill your water bottle right here. Rethinking water in 2023. September 19th. That's today. That's today. It must have just been put out here. In the fine print, it said not responsible for carcinogenics. Whatever that means. It's festive. We do have speakers out here. There's a speaker. So something is going to go on. There's some kind of performance or something. I don't know. I showed you these the other day. This is the Busan. Busan is in Korea. These are the new Hyundais. Busan's ready. So it's something to do with the World Expo. The 2030 World Expo. Oh, they're a couple years early. Actually kind of a cool car. I'm sure they're electric. We're just walking here. Guys, I'm walking straight to 40th Street. so that I could
Might as well pay us for doing that shit.
buy a new
That's a fact.
comforter. That's all I'm doing.
They are raising.
That's all I'm doing. Look at this. His price, he's the only one out here with a price on it. $8.99 a minute. Guys, you understand that if you ride that guy's bike for $8.99 a minute, you're going to spend $300 on a shitty, horrible bike ride. These are the worst. His per minute, you see, he's got his covered up. He covers his up so you can't read it. Look at the black flap hangs down. So it says per minute, but there's no price. He's a con artist. It's a con man. He's going to rob you and not tell you what they are. Now there's a Statue of Liberty actually walking on them big ass stilts. That's a tough gig, my friend. Here we got the naked women of Times Square. Now I'm only going to stand here for an hour and a half this time, RJ. Look at that ass. Girl, I'm not filming them. I'm just behind them. I just happen to be standing behind them for an hour and a half.
Yep. Give it up. The louder you scream, the higher he flips. Yeah. 2.5. Make some noise. Next up, everybody from Jamaica. This guy needs energy.
How about some music?
Here we go.
Watch it.
Those are called flares. Those are Thomas flares. Very good.
If you like what you see, make some noise.
Yeah!
Yeah. Make some noise.
Yeah!
Let's take it up. Everybody clap those hands. Let's
They
take
always
the
come to
show
get
to
me
a higher
because I
level.
look rich.
Let me one brave volunteer.
I'm getting out of here before they grab me.
Let's do it, guys.
I just look rich.
Here we go. Everything my brother does, you do. Here we go.
Here's a guy with a dog. There's the screaming lady of Times Square. And there's the silent guy of Times Square. He never screams, this guy. He doesn't scream. I've never seen him scream. Alright, I'm being stupid. I'm being stupid again, which is quite often. No, thank you. Please don't touch me, ma'am. Being polite here. Everybody clap your hello. Everybody clap your hello. I'm thinking back in time when love was only in the mind. I realized there ain't no second chance. You've got to hold on to romance. Don't let it slide. There's a brand new way of looking at your life. When the one that you truly love is by your side. Okay, who's singing my song? Is that? So I start singing, now you jump in? My arms around you, it was meant to be. And I'm oh so glad I found you. I need you every day. That's my joint from way back. What you know about that song? All right, that's my joint. And we make a good couple. We're right on key together. Look at that. Amen. He's got the little kitty cat. That's how you pick up ladies in Times Square, folks. Take notes. We made a cute little duet there together. The night can be cold. There's a chill every evening. I had to pull back because she was falling. She was falling deep. And baby, I'll only hurt you in the long run. I'm no good for you, shorty. You'll just end up in the pile of broken hearts I've left scattered across the universe. Okay, here's the CD players. Remember, guys, the answer is no thanks. No thanks. Look, he's getting robbed right here. He's running. They got him for $20. He's running. And he's going to throw a CD on the street, right down the street. What's poppin'? Hey, everybody say hi to Ninja.
Yo.
How you feeling, brother?
Same, man.
You look good.
Same, awesome, guys.
All right, player. That's Ninja. That's my friend Ninja. I started singing a love song, and then when I stopped, I heard his angelic voice in my ear, beckoning me with a minstrel of love. This moron's gonna get killed riding his bike against traffic. It's not even his bike, it's a city bike. I never even got to the part where I said, spend every dime to keep you talking on the line. That's how it was. And all those walks together. That's when she joins in and we're a medley. A beautiful medley together. Here's the original gold man of Times Square. He don't yell at you if you film him. The other one be yelling at you. Here's the famous, one of them, the famous bomb dogs of Times Square. There's a yellow one, he's a golden retriever, yellow lab. And there's also a black lab. If you got a bomb, they're gonna catch your ass. I'm just walking. I'm meeting ladies. I'm swooning the ladies with my crooning. I'm swooning with my crooning. Thank God I didn't get into my friends wonder what is wrong with me. 'Cause I'm in a daze from your love, you see. Well, should have been all over me. I just called to let you know I got a thing for you. I can't let go. That's how you pick up ladies in Times Square, folks. I'm walking to Lot Less to get a blanket. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I want to we'll jump in the store right here. I want to thank you all. I ask you to please be kind and loving to each other. Be good to yourself because you deserve it. And if ain't nobody told you you're special, I'm telling you you're special. God bless you. I'm going live again in about 15 minutes. God bless.